Welcome to Charleston Uncorked, where the Low Country comes alive. I'm your host, Tony Leone, along with my main man, Scott Harefield, and come on a journey with us through the Holy City as we explore food gems, craft cocktails, local sports, life outdoors, and the issues that are shaping our city. We are pouring it all out, all Low Country, no filter. All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Charleston Uncorked. Skeet, what's up, bro? How you doing?
What's up, dog? I'm doing great.
All right, this is
Cheers to you.
Cheers. Salud, salud.
Salud.
And I got it. I mean, it is the non-alcoholic, but this does the trick.
Hey, no judgment here.
Well,
I'm drinking alcohol this time.
As you can tell, I'm in a hotel. I'm doing an entire workshop tomorrow for a bunch of sales folks, so not exactly the easiest gig to talk for 8 hours, even with the slightest hangover. So I try and keep it between the lines on these days. So there you go. This is my public service. If you hire me, I will not show up hungover.
That's a good plug. Shameless.
I know. So, all right, let's go over some of our stories that we're going to cover this week. And then I want to know what's in your glass because that looks delicious. And I feel pretty jealous now after seeing that. So we're going to do a little bit of recap of the opening of football season. Clemson, I got a suggestion for you. And Scott might be able to help you out with this because apparently liquor can help you put a thumping on your opposing teammates. We'll talk about that. We had Goose Creek pass some new golf cart laws that align with the new South Carolina golf cart laws. I know you have a golf cart. I have a golf cart. It is a golf cart centric town we live in, so some people might want to know about that. We'll give everybody a little bit of inside scoop on El Molina. I don't know if I said that right, but boy, that place is been a hidden gem for a while, but their expansion tells you that it's not so hidden anymore. Also, based on our last podcast, our friend Brian Maroney, as we said, Megan Maroney, the local hero. Well, actually, she's from Georgia, but we got that sideways tie into her because she's coming to Charleston. We mentioned that. She won a VMA, MTV Video Music Award last week. So that's pretty cool. And then lastly, we're going to touch on something that we were experts in for many years. Some may even say close to a decade, which is grabbing the fall festivals by the horn and yeah. And showing it what's up. That would be Beer Fest, Steeplechase, and Rockville, one of those which, kind of fell off a little bit. I would call it Rockville's a summer one. But anyways, we'll get into that. So that's our lineup for today, my brother. How you doing? What's been going on in your world lately?
I've been doing great, man. Just trying to stumble through the process of learning video editing and audio check.
Yeah.
That's kind of been a pain. So, but it's been fun. I've learned so much over the past few weeks. Obviously, shout out again to the Jadoon family for allowing us to do that cool episode that we did with them and recently released. It took us a while to get that one out, but it's finally out there. If you guys want to check it out, just go to our page and check it out. We did an episode with Oace and a private tour with him of their spot. And that was back in July. So it's now, September, but we ran through some snags. So apologize for the audio on that one, but y'all be patient with us. We're working through some kinks with our technical capabilities, mainly audio recently, but we're getting there. I feel like we'll use these Shure mics in the future and straighten it out. So,
well, we've had these Shure mics, but the whole idea was we were going to try to go on location to people's businesses.
Right.
So we needed a multi-mic setup that was wireless. And what's up, OJ? And what's up? Hello. Pet me. But it turns out that that's a little bit more difficult for people who are not AV inclined like us. So yeah, but dude, you've done a great job, man. I really appreciate it. And not to let too many people into exposing the warts, but you could tell why podcasts don't stay consistent. I mean, you hit a couple hiccups, it could be a little demoralizing. I mean, we're powering through, we're going to stick with it, but yeah, this shit ain't easy.
No, it's not. And I mean, we had talked about doing an episode eventually to kind of shed some light on the whole podcasting process, right? From start to finish. Like, what do you have to go through? Because, you know, like in one of our previous podcasts, we talked about, you know, how long ago it was that we had chatted about starting this whole thing, you know, it was months ago, damn near a year ago almost. So, you know, but other than that, you know, just hanging out. Had some great food this weekend. Picked up a few things from the liquor store, which I'm really excited about. You know, I like trying the new cocktails, and if you're ready.
All right. Should we hit segment number 1? What's in the glass?
What's in the glass? What's in the fucking glass? All right.
All right. What is it?
So I have to show you the bottle first, and then I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on. So I was in this liquor store called Gibby's in West Ashley. Shout out to Stuart out there. If you guys know Stuart, go see him. If not, just go check their shop out. It's over there by the Coburg Cow, directly behind the Coburg Cow, in West Ashley, right next to the Harris Teeter. Gibby's Bottle Shop. They have a fantastic tequila, mezcal, bourbon, basically anything you're looking for. I was looking for some mezcal and some gin. I've been wanting to make this drink called the Aviation for my wife for a while. While I was in there, Stuart, the guy that works there, runs the place, I guess. I'm not sure. One of the guys. And him and this other guy just walked my buddy Austin and I through the shop. And it kind of reminded me of an Oasis experience. You know, they were like, what are you guys looking for? And we're like, well, I'm just cruising, checking out, and I want to try some new mezcal, and I want to try, I'm here to pick up some gin. And so I went to go get the Nippatati gin that we were talking about in one of our previous episodes. And he goes, I know you want to support local, but have you checked these guys out yet? And so it's called Murrell's Row Spirits. And I could put a link to their stuff, I guess, in the description later, but I got their Tulsi gin. And so you'll see it's got flavors of juniper, holly basil, lemon, and green cardamom. And the guy just couldn't stop talking about the stuff. So I was like, all right, Nippatati, I'll get you next time, buddy. So I grabbed a bottle of this and went home and just looked it up. I was like, you know, Austin sent me a link. He was like, dude, check this out. Like, they have a whole list of all of their spirits. And under each spirit, they have cocktail recipes. So I thought that was brilliant. So originally bought it just to make an Aviation, but I was like, hey, I'm all into trying new stuff. So I went to their website, to that link that Austin sent me. And I made this drink. I think it's called a Martinez. It is. So it's 1.5 ounces of their gin, 1.5 ounces of sweet vermouth, 1/4 ounce of Luxardo maraschino liqueur, 2 dashes of Angostura bitters, stir, and then strain into a chill coupe. I know this isn't a coupe, so don't give me a hard time. I don't have a coupe. Okay, this is what I got. It's on the list of things to buy, but I got to say this cocktail is delicious.
What's a coupe? What the hell is that?
So it's when you go to any of these high-end cocktail bars, it's a cocktail glass. It's kind of like a small wine glass in between a martini glass and a wine glass, and it's used mainly for strong, straight, or I don't want to say straight, but not on the rocks cocktails, right?
Okay.
So typically they freeze a coupe. It's like a Nick and Nora glass. It's just basically a smaller glass because it's not as much volume as you get in like a martini. So you wouldn't use a martini glass. different glasses for different drinks.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I actually
This,
might have some. I just don't know what it was.
yeah, it's been on the list. Matter of fact, that's what I asked my wife to get, and she got me these. I really love them because they double as a thick martini glass and a coupe. So, but
Right.
anyway, shout out to this company because I really love their stuff so far. I mean, any spirit that I buy, I try it neat first. And so that's usually a tell. If it
That's
tastes
cool.
like gasoline, probably not going to buy that again. I'm too old. I've life's too short to drink crappy spirits. So
your liver's too beat up to waste its lifespan on shit liquor.
Well, I mean, when we get to our age, you're not crushing drinks.
Right. Yeah.
Unless you're out with the boy or the boys and girls.
Hey now.
Went out, shout out Sean Piper. You missed out, buddy. You missed out.
Yeah.
We put some back.
All right, there you go.
But yeah, I mean, when you're doing like one cocktail,
yeah,
versus 6 or 12, you want it to be. It's okay to spend. And honestly, this wasn't an expensive bottle. This was like $30, $40, but the flavor on it is fantastic.
Cool.
Highly recommend.
All right,
and also highly recommend Gibby's. Check them out.
Cool. Where is it? Well, you said West Ashley. What part?
Yeah, West
by
Ashley.
the Coburg Cow.
Directly behind. So if you can
you
find the
don't
Coburg
know,
Cow,
you just Google where the Coburg Cow is, and we're not going to. If you don't know that, you ain't from here, which is fine.
It's fine.
Okay. Did you watch any football this weekend?
I did, buddy. Go Birds.
Go Birds. Okay.
Let's talk about the Birds for a second.
Let's talk Philadelphia in general, because if you haven't heard, Scott and I are the weird folks. We're born and raised here that happen to be Philly fans. You can go back to our origin story of why that's the case. But we got Loogie-Gate, right? And then we've got the South Philly Karen. Okay.
That's right.
And
a lot of controversy in Philly this past week. Not looking good. Not looking good.
Yeah. And then we'll talk a little South Carolina college football after that. So, dude, can I just say, I know you hate Chris Collinsworth so much.
with a passion.
And so I was thinking of you watching the game, because it took them 3 freaking hours to show us that Dak spit first, and everyone's like, "Oh, he was spitting on." Man, come on, we all know what that looks like. I've done it when I spit at the ground. I'm not trying to hit you. I'm not trying to hurt you, but I'm trying to offend you.
Right.
Well,
I mean, look at the playback of Dak. You know what I mean? The way he spit, and then was like, "What's up?"
Yeah, what's up?
He
did it. Yeah,
come get it.
Now, it doesn't excuse Jalen Carter. You don't spit on another man. But you
stupid. That was the dumbest shit I'd seen in a long time watching football. I mean, you see some dumb shit, but a dude spitting on another man, like, right in front of everybody before the game
right in front
starts.
Of the ref. Like, the ref was literally right here. He's like, Papa. So you got to be.
Honestly, the ref, if you watch it again, the ref is coming behind Jalen, so he didn't see him. It was the water boy or the towel boy or something was right in front of him. Oh, so the ref came back. So he might have thought I'm going to get away with this. I'll spit on his chest and nobody will see. We all see you.
I know. Well, Carter reminds me of Ndamukong Suh, where they're so dominant and so good at what they do, but along with that comes a little bit of psycho. Like, you're not built like other people. Like, the average person like you and me doesn't understand the mentality of a psycho who is meant to bulldoze people. And Ndamukong Suh was like that. Carter's like that. So it's something about those guys, I think, that we try and judge them off our own moral standards, but they're just different. There's different people, but it's still stupid. But the bigger one, the crazier one,
everybody's talking. It got outshadowed by that other story, right?
Yeah, Philly Karen, man.
Let's talk about Karen for a second.
First of all, can we just also mention the elephant in the room, that her haircut definitely did not help the story.
No. It's like the definition, right? That is give me the Karen.
Yeah.
This is
like,
the Karen haircut.
She goes to get her haircut. Is like, what would you like today? I would like the 2022 Karen, please.
Which is a 2-tone silverback Karen, I think. I'm not talking shit. I got the silver strides. But if you're gonna be that way, expect some backlash. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. So here's the other thing that no one mentioned. That kid is gonna grow up and see that video and have some feelings towards his dad, because
was that his dad?
I think so. Who else was it? Did you hear anything different?
I saw a quote that somebody was referencing their nephew.
Okay. Well, let's just
I don't know if it was the dad.
Okay.
Or the uncle, but family member.
Uncle
right?
Joe, who took me to the Phillies game. I'm telling you right now, you do not want to be in a foxhole with Uncle Joe, because did you see his physical reaction when she came up to him and yelled at him? He went, "Oh!"
I know.
And I was like,
it's like, what? What? Well, I mean, he was startled, right? He was definitely startled, so I could get that. But like,
my wife startles me. I'm like, Judah, what the hell, bitch? What are you doing? I just got out of the shower. And he went, oh.
Yeah.
And then he gave the ball back. I'd be like, step out of my face.
Yeah, but
before it becomes Loogie-Gate number 2.
Loogie. Part 2. Yeah, no, I totally saw that, totally get you. But, being a grown up, having a kid, being the bigger man, being like, you know what, you need it that bad, you can have it. So
fair point.
Kudos to him. And then guess what happened? They not only did they recognize him out in the stands, they're like, come on back. Yeah. We got you. Yeah. Took him down.
Marlins did a good job. Phillies did a good job. Everybody
got a sign bat out of it. Got to meet outfielder. What's that dude's name?
I can't remember who it was. I saw
He's got the flowing locks. He does
beautiful human being.
Yes, very, very beautiful man. Does the crab walk? They call him Krabby or something. Spider. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, they were interviewing him last week, let's talk about that for a second. How cool is it that they interview guys while they're playing baseball now?
I love that.
I love that so much. I wish they'd do that, like, in football. They're mic'd up. I guess you can't really do that for certain stuff, but for like defense, why not? Watch this.
No, it's fun.
Smoke this guy.
And it's cool because they'll go, oh, hold on, I got to get this. And they'll like run out a double play. It's so cool. I love it.
Well, I guess you can't really do that with certain players, right? Like pitcher, catcher, can't really do that.
No.
Outfielder, second base.
Look, I know we got a lot of Braves fans out there. We should talk more baseball because it is the Phillies Braves. What's up, OJ? The Phillies Braves rivalry is strong. Phillies, have kind of owned that a little bit recently. Phillies are in an uphill battle because Zach Wheeler was lost for the season due to a heart condition, and he was our ace. It's sad, man. Like, basically like congenital like blood clot disease or something like that. So he's had to have surgery and he's out. I mean, it could be the end of his career. I haven't followed up on it, but not good when you lose your ace. So the Phillies are in rally mode, but they're still playing well. Braves are always going to be a problem, so we'll see how it goes. We'll cover a little bit of baseball now that we're heading into September. It's the time to really start paying attention.
Yeah.
But we have a Euro Karen too. Now this isn't South Carolina, but
I saw that. I saw that.
I mean, since we're
popping.
Since we're talking about drama, but I want to talk about this because it is insane how children and grown-ups are mixing. Because when I saw that video at the tennis match, so there's a CEO, if you haven't heard, a Polish CEO who basically snatched a hat at the tennis tournament right in front of a kid. And it was so weird because it's all like 8, 9, and 10-year-olds and this one adult. And he snatches it, shoves it in his bag. Then he comes out and he goes, "That's life. Life is tough. You got to be quicker sometimes." And then he gets absolutely
too slow. Like that commercial with the old guy and the cane pull. Gotta be faster than that.
So this guy, he got branded the most hated man on the internet very quickly. And they called him a tech CEO, but he actually owns a paving company. Here you're going. This is hilarious. His last name is Drogbrook. He was review bombed online. His Google rating tanked. His Trustpilot page had to be closed due to the influx of negative reviews. And
oh my gosh.
He's basically had to go into hiding because he eliminated all of his social media. So, word to the wise, folks, there's always a camera. Like,
somebody's always watching. And not only that, don't fuck with kids.
Right.
Like, you're grown-ass people. What do you do? Be nice. Be nice to kids. Okay? You're at a professional event. Do you really need that hat? Do you really need that baseball, lady? What are you going to do with it?
Terrible.
You're making dreams come true when you give. And then I love the outpour of support, honestly, on social media and the backlash that these people are getting, because all of the stuff that I'm seeing is like, yeah, but look how many other times people have gotten the ball and given it to the little girl right next to you, the little boy right next to you. Like, that's cool to see. It's good to kind of highlight, yeah, this one shitty thing happened, but also look at all these other cool things that happen. You know, like, yeah, you get the one Karen. We got 2 of them this week. So
good.
But like, how many great experiences? You try to spin positive shit, but sometimes people are just assholes.
So, and you're right. There were a lot of videos surfacing of people doing the complete opposite. So I love it. Okay, so lesson learned, folks. So let's talk a little football. So South Carolina beat SC State 38-10. They handled their business. Clemson,
Nice.
on the other hand.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. All right, so Clemson loses to LSU. And then they followed up with just an absolute gutless performance where they squeak out a win 27-16. They were down 16-3 at the half to Troy. Okay. And basically Troy just ran out of steam because it's not like Cade Klubnik is lighting the doors on fire. And I told everybody this on our last episode. I said 4 feels generous. What has Klubnik done to prove that he's a first-round draft pick, let alone the steward of a number 4 team? And I'll stand by it, folks. Prove me wrong after LSU in this game. He doesn't show up in big games, and he can barely show up in a small game. Now, here's the good news. Okay, if you're hanging on to this little itty-bitty thread of hope for us Clemson fans, in 2016, when we won the national championship, Clemson barely beat Troy 30-24. So there's your history lesson for today, folks. So, but not good, man. It was ugly football, uncool, not happy. So did you watch any of it? Did you get any college football in?
I watched some highlights. I was more impressed with the Citadel Bulldogs.
Yeah,
Did
boy.
You seen in them boys? Come on now.
You, Skeet. That's it.
Come
on
now.
It on today. I want to make sure we
Go
give
ahead.
a shout out. So
I had to get my
I like it.
Charleston Uncorked hat on today.
That's nice,
you
dude.
Can't hear me? I got one for you, homie.
All right.
We're checking out some merch, y'all. So let us know which ones you like better. I wore the camo one a few episodes ago, and this is the other one we're playing with. Eventually, we'll get some out. Playing with some different ideas, different suppliers.
All right.
Suppliers.
Cool.
But,
I like it.
Yeah, Bulldogs did a great job. They beat Samford. It was like 40-13. That was
40-13,
awesome.
and they followed it up after a thumping and North Dakota State. I mean,
yeah, that
they
was
got
when they got
thumped
skunked. Yeah,
38-0. It's nice to have a bounce back, and this is hilarious. So
sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need to get your ass beat, and I mean,
yeah,
sometimes you need a close game by your rivals, Eagles and Cowboys,
yes.
to be like, look, maybe you're not what you think you were.
Mm-hmm. Now, as I said at the beginning of the show, I got a suggestion for Clemson, and maybe they need to pay a visit to Scott, listen to a little Charleston Uncorked, get some ideas. But apparently, Coach Maurice Drayton over at the Citadel had some words of wisdom after their 38-0 drumming on week 1. You ready for his quote? He goes, "We have some great young men on this football team. We have what I'd call a lot of milk drinkers on this team. Nice guys and great human beings. But to play this sport, you need a few liquor drinkers too."
Oh, nice.
so apparently,
that's what Maurice said.
Yeah, apparently the squad went, all right. Take your pick, right? So hopefully they went out a little bit this week on Wednesday leave, maybe, right? Hopefully not the day before the game. So on Wednesday, maybe they got a little tuned up, loosened up. So Clemson, if you need help,
maybe try a little, a little nip.
May I suggest like a little Charleston Distillery bourbon? Delicious, right?
We have a few of them, actually.
He can send you a Nippertatty gin.
That's
I mean, come on now.
That's right. And you'll see in, the other episode that we're going to release soon, the one with Garrett Brown, the fishing one, we were drinking some of the High Wire, the Johnny Red.
Yeah, that was great.
Great that stuff. The peach brandy finished. So check them out too if you guys haven't yet. Shout out High Wire. You guys are doing some really cool stuff. I like your weeded stuff. Just different. Love it.
Yeah. For our Gamecock fans, I hate saying it, but Lenore Sellers looks legit. He looks like he should look in a quarterback that has gone from good and progressed on to really good. And so I am not feeling good as of right now. If we project out to the Clemson Carolina game, this would be Tony not confident.
Right.
Citadel, thank you for saving our tailgating season, because at least seeing you do that gives us some hope that every game's not going to be crush city. So that's awesome. Your cat is.
Can you give me just like 1 minute? Can we pause right there?
You're gonna,
no, I'm just gonna take him outside. So it's a little too much. So my daughter's not here right now. She's at cheerleading. So he's looking for her. He's like, Isla, where are you? Dalton's out back. Let me throw him outside. Give me 2 minutes. Actually, give me 5 minutes. Okay. Sorry about that. He might be a problem again. I wasn't able to get him outside. You know cats, right? Actually, you don't know cats because you're allergic, right?
That's right. I'm not a cat guy. Fake beers, not all of them are created equal, but Trail Pass and Athletic Brewing do a good enough job to trick your brain.
Well, if you watch that tour of Jadoon's, he has an entire whole section of non-alcoholic, not just beers, but spirits as well.
Oh, I do like, there's some other ones like the mushroom spirits that I have really gotten into. They actually do what you want them to do, which is relax you. You don't, nothing, and they're tasty. I'm into them. So, so the Jadoon's episodes come out. Like we said, we're nailing that down. But I got an idea that we're going to touch on at the end of the show that we're going to do with Jadoon. You stay tuned, bro. I got you. Oh, man. Okay.
I'm tuned.
So.
Sorry about that, guys.
It's all good. Actually, I think it's pretty funny. I had seen this a while ago, and it was something I knew that I was already going to break the law about. As soon as I saw it, I was like, fuck it, I'm not looking at these rules because I know I'm going to break them anyways. And it was the South Carolina golf cart laws have changed. And
the whole state?
For the whole state. So
all right, what does it say?
I'll run down the state ones, and then the reason we care is because Goose Creek just you're allowed to buy your municipality or whatever, or your city or your jurisdiction to make some laws that align or not align. Okay, so the state mandated regulations, right? Driver age and license. Drivers must be at least 16 years old and have a valid driver's license. Okay, this is the new one, I think. Golf carts must, this is the one I knew I was going to break. Golf carts must be insured and registered with the South Carolina Department of Motor Vehicles. You're right. Road restrictions. Carts are only permitted on roads with a maximum speed limit of 35. And daylight operation. Unless a local ordinance specifies otherwise, golf carts can only be operated during daylight hours, and they're restricted within only 4 miles of the address listed, which that's not too hard to follow. So then Goose Creek said, okay, all passengers on a golf cart must remain seated while the vehicle's in motion. I didn't know that had to be mentioned, but that's good. Seatbelts for children. Nighttime operation. So this is where they're diverted. Carts can be driven at night, but only if they are equipped with functional headlights and taillights. Road restrictions, they are limited to secondary roads with a posted speed limit of 35 miles per hour or less. Violators of the new safety regulations could face a fine up to $500 or up to 30 days in jail, or both. Okay. Could you imagine, like, Tony, where you been for a month? I got caught running from the law in my low speed vehicle. So you've had a golf cart for a long time. Have you are you going to be registering the limo?
It's funny you say that. My limo is registered. But you know, I got that when my goal was, we bought that 2 houses ago. So when we built our house in the estuary, I was like, look, we made some money on our last house. It's worth investing. I know we're going to need one and want one to drive around, because there's a ton of places over by me that the posted speed limit is 35. So we can go pretty much anywhere. Well, it's been a problem the past year or so. But I got my cart by Coastal Cruising Carts, a local business. One of our classmates that we went to high school with, Matt Conway and David Conway, went to high school with both of those boys. And Matt now, and has been for the past, I think it's like 12 years or something, he's been not just renovating, because he built mine. I've got a 6-seater. So he, bought a golf cart, cut it, stretched it, added a seat, all of that, put bigger tires on it.
Did he cut it? He did that?
Yeah.
Wow, we got to show a picture of that. We'll cut in a picture of your cart.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Well, most recently, my mom was in the market for a new golf cart. She just wanted, because she heard the laws might be changing. And she's like, so I'm going to get rid of mine, because she drives the grandkids around and just stays in her neighborhood. And, so she's like, hey, do you think this is a good deal? And somebody's going to give me like, it's like $500 or $900 for hers. Well, my mom barely drives the one she's got. And it was like, 10 years old maybe, but very low hours and miles on it. Always covered. Very nice golf cart. And I was like, let me call Matt, see if he has some suggestions on either where to sell yours or where to get one that's like what you're looking for. She, I guess went into a shop and they had them on display, and she's like, ooh, I really like that. I like that color. I like that style. They have seatbelts. Hers didn't have seatbelts. So that's what she wanted to be street legal.
Yep.
And, so yeah, I honestly just went through this. I'm talking a month and a half ago, maybe. So I was like, well, come with me. We'll go see Matt. He's over in Mount Pleasant. So we went over there and talked to him, and he has some really nice stuff. I mean, from very low end to, I'm talking all the way up, like tens of thousands of dollars. These things have everything now. They've got, backup cameras. They've got Apple CarPlay, built-in speakers. They've got seat belts.
Dude, I saw one. Just glad you might. It was called a golf cart pontoon, and it was.
My mom was telling me about this.
This is insane. So I saw it. They had one parked outside of the James Island Yacht Club for the captain's meeting at the Kingfish tournament, and basically the back was like a U-shaped bench seat with a table in the middle. Cup holders.
What?
And it was as much as a car.
Yeah.
But
well, my mom was like, it reminded me, we used to have a VW Vanagon that had reverse seats behind the driver and the passenger that faced to the back to a bench seat that folded down to a king size. But in between those seats was a pop-up table, like a card table that we would have snacks on or whatever. And she's like, it reminded me of that van, how you kids used to sit around that table and play cards while we were on road trips. And she's like, I think that'd be super cool. You should maybe look into that. And I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
The one we got is awesome and it's perfect. It's been going strong. I did get the new battery put in. Some of my neighborhood buddies from Tanner Hall hooked that up. So
you got
shout out to them.
The lithium batteries,
night and day.
Yeah.
There's you don't have to fill up the water cells in the batteries, and holds the charge, goes longer. Love it.
Yeah. Maybe we can get
I didn't know that they were passive. I mean, I knew that some of the stuff, because the whole LSV, low speed vehicle.
Yeah. That's what I have.
Yeah, but you have an option. So they have LSV capable and LSV like registered. And so apparently the only difference is it's registered and you pay insurance and you pay taxes and you get a license plate. But I think in certain areas you don't necessarily have to have that yet. It might become a law in the future, but currently it's my understanding. Now I'm no lawyer, okay? But
the views and opinions of Scott Harefield are not represented by Charleston Uncorked and its associates.
Got to read that super fast. Remember the Micro Machine guy?
My God. I mean, when he came on TV, you were like, we're just got to get a bunch of them because he spit off a whole bunch of them, Mom.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on it. I'm not paying to register. That's where the punk rock out in me comes out. I'm like, I'm not. No.
So there's two different things here, right? So getting that sticker, right, with the county, all you have to do is show proof of insurance. And honestly, when I got mine, I showed up. I didn't know that. But the person that was at the shop at the DMV was like, you need a what? A sticker? Okay, let me check. She asked somebody and they're like, yeah, all you got to do is show a bill of sale, proof of ownership. They didn't know any better. So I showed them the bill of sale and I was like, well, I got that. So they're like, here's your sticker. At the time, it was the same thing. You were supposed to show proof of insurance, but I was like, look, I'm driving this thing. My kids aren't going anywhere in it. Now, my kids have been driving it, so it might be worth to reassess that. The age limit of having a driver's license and being 16 is legit. Dalton, my son, was driving from our house down to the Hawk's Nest, which is a complex out here in Hanahan, beautiful complex. They have football fields, basketball, all kinds of stuff out there. And he was like, I'm going to play football with the boys. I was like, great, take the golf cart. I get a phone call, and it's a cop. It's like, Mr. Harefield, I got your son here. I was like, okay, what's going on? He's like, well, I pulled him over because he doesn't have a driver's license and he's driving the golf cart. I was like, Okay, I thought you had to be 13. He's like, no, it's to be 16. So the cop had to come pick me up and one of my neighbors because their son was also at that same park. And he's like, no big deal. I'll just come get you. I mean, he was super cool about it. Super polite, very nice. Shout out to Hanahan Police because it could have gone a different way. But he was super awesome about it. And I mean, yes, a pain in the ass. I had to go get my golf cart and drive it home. But yeah, so unfortunately, we're not allowed to. That was the whole reason of getting it. It was to like let the kids drive it around in the hood. So yeah, it kind of stinks. But we're still able to, and he said, look, as long as you stay in your neighborhood, I'm not going to mess with them because technically that's private roads and it's under the speed limit, but it's when he crosses over, Foster Creek Road, or when he attempts to drive on the sports path or whatever they call it. There's like this walking trail that connects all the neighborhoods back to this big complex back there. Apparently, you can't drive a golf cart on it. It's like the Green Mile or whatever.
Yeah, I got it.
It's like that. Yeah. So, anyways, golf cart rules kind of suck these days.
Pay attention, folks. Just don't let it cost you any money. Golf carts are expensive enough. Okay, a little couple quick hitters. As we stated last week, our buddy Brian, his sister Megan Maroney, we announced that she's playing a show at Credit One, but now you're going to be seeing VMA video, MTV VMA award-winning Megan Maroney. So congratulations to her for her video. Am I okay? I am not going to front and say that I've seen the video, but I'm imagining that Megan's doing okay today. So congratulations to her. On the food side, Scott and I have gone here. I remember Artie, our buddy Artie, he's a pretty big foodie in town, took us here. I think it was for my birthday or something. But we went to El Molina, the Mexican grocery store. When Artie's like, we're going to go to a Mexican grocery store for your birthday lunch, I was like, thanks.
Well, I think him and Mackie were like, 100,000%.
Yeah, they were in the know. And boy, were they in the know. So they just opened up this past week their location on Maybank Highway on Johns Island. So it is no longer a secret. They're doing their thing. And folks, if you want authentic Mexican street food, this place, phenomenal. So they cook inside the grocery store. So it's basically like a kiosk where you order it just like you would from a food truck. But then also it's an authentic Mexican grocery store. So you're immersed in that experience. You could pick up some stuff, which is cool too, right? You can actually pick up some Mexican Coke.
They just call it Coke, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. But I just want to make sure that people don't think
Coca-Cola. Classic.
Coca-Cola.
It's the classic.
Yeah. But the food is absolutely phenomenal. So for the folks on Johns Island, you're getting an absolute treat.
It's fantastic.
Yep.
Fantastic.
So actually, we should probably roll up there, check out the new location, see how it looks. Maybe do a little tour video for fun for the folks.
Love it.
Chow down. That'd be cool. I didn't spend enough time shopping this. That's the other thing we should do. Maybe like shop around. Maybe we can get something for What's in the Glass. Do a little Mexican-inspired What's in the Glass.
Yes, I do mezcal, margaritas all the time. So I'd like to get some fresh produce maybe to muddle in there.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Look, I do Mexican Coke all the time.
Yeah, they've got great...
I'm kidding.
Hi, Josh. No, but they also have great cuts of meat. They've got like a whole butcher shop, right?
Yeah. It's a good point. We need to go back. We just need to go back and spend a little time there with some intention because we were eating and got out. But boy, that spot is legit. I'm so pumped about that. So those
Mackie, Artie, answer your text. We're coming for you.
Yep. There you go, boys. Okay, so let's wrap this up with a unique what's poppin', because we got some good events that brought back some nostalgia that are coming up through October. We'll end with Beer Fest, so we'll save that one for last. but we have steeplechase coming up. Let's see, when is steeplechase? I believe that was I had it up here.
What's steeplechase?
Steeplechase is the remember the horse race that we used to go to and rip it hot?
You're talking about the Carolina Cup?
Oh, steeplechase. Oh, maybe I am talking about Carolina Cup, because steeplechase is another one that, boy, maybe I'm mistaking this with Carolina Cup. Am I?
Well, there's multiple horse races here.
Because steeplechase is in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, steeplechase in Charleston. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I must have just ripped. See, that's case in point. I was such a good horse race watcher, I couldn't even remember where I was.
I never saw a horse.
Which is indicative of how these things go, right? They are absolutely insane. So,
terrible.
Carolina Cup's in Camden, right? Actually, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So
it's right around the corner. That's right, from Hartsville, where my wife is from. So I remember having that conversation with them.
Yep. Yeah, it's at the Stono Ferry Racetrack in Hollywood. It's steeplechase.
No shit.
Yeah. So that one's coming. I remember going. I remember it being fun. 11/9/25. It's as you imagine what Charleston would do at a horse race, right?
Yeah.
Combine Charleston, the idea that drinking is an Olympic sport in this town. Combine that with the bouginess of horse racing, and you've got a wonderful collection of human beings dressed very nicely and tearing it up. And it's fun.
We'll have to ask my cousin Charles if he goes to those.
Ooh, do you think Charles would get on with us and give us a little rundown of that life?
I think so. I mean,
the proper
we'll have to give him a shout. So for those of you guys who don't know, my cousin Charles runs the place out in Seabrook. He's an equestrian horse trainer and
so crazy.
Knows all things horses. He's done an amazing job out there, and has taken us in. I've got a 13-year-old daughter, and been out there a few times for the kids to ride the horses, and it's a beautiful location. So I'm not sure about everything he does, but I'm sure he goes to these horse races.
It'd be cool for him, expert level, to teach two Neanderthals the proper stuff about, because we're just talking about, where you like take a keg and rip it hot on Natty Light all day.
Show us a proper horse race, Charles. We need you, buddy.
Yep. But it also reminded me of Rockville, right? We used to do the Rockville Regatta, because that was earlier. That was earlier in August. But I was talking to my dad's neighbor, who I went snapper fishing with, and we were just chatting it up. He's a little bit older than us, and he's like, "Yeah, they kind of killed Rockville because they started putting cops on the intercoastal on the way back.
Yeah, it's just not worth it."
Yeah, and they were just popping, because I guess Rockville got pretty tired of how much of a party that was. And again, you would go to these things and never see the actual thing you were there to see. I mean, I never saw sailboat
racing. For those of you guys,
that's regatta.
That's the whole point of that thing, is sailboat racing. Never seen a boat. Never seen a boat. I mean, seen a lot of boats, just never seen a sailboat racing somebody else.
Yeah, but Beer Fest, we have seen a beer.
You see a lot of beers there. See a lot of beers, and a lot of great beers.
I remember you told Jack that you were at, I think, Beer Fest 2, if I'm not mistaken.
So that was not to be confused with Brewvival. So Brewvival, Beer Fest is very similar, but Brewvival is no longer. So I guess the Beer Fest would kind of be like the new Brewvival.
I got it.
So yeah, I think it's similar crews that are running it. I need to do my homework on that one, but I remember Brewvival when it first rolled out was like the guys from Coast, the guys from the Charleston Beer Exchange downtown back when that was a thing, and they put on this just giant festival, and it was great. I'm not sure at what point or if this is even a different thing, but they are two separate events. I know that
Got
for
it.
a fact.
Okay. Good to
So,
know.
but I am looking forward to checking this one out because I think it's a lot of fun. It's like the biggest beer fest of the year. It's huge. There
Yep.
are so many vendors, so many. I think you get a wristband or something.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be you get a wristband and then you can taste them all. Like they'll give you like a 3-4 ounce pour and you get to try as many as you want.
Well, what is it now?
I don't know if that's the same. I've not been. So I went to the Brewvivals back in the day.
Oh.
So I've been to several other beer fests, just not this one.
Okay. I like it.
So we'll have to go.
October 25th. I mean, come on.
Oh, we're going to be out of town.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to be in Philly, dude.
We're going to be in Philly. Oh, we're going to have to send a liaison. We're going to have to nominate
Jack Pitts.
Jack Pitts, the Charleston Uncorked liaison. Well,
challenge Jack. We'll send you with some mics that work this time.
Yeah.
Too soon. We'll give you a camera. You report back.
Well, then we're going to have to do our own mini beer fest. So leading up to the festival, here's what we do. They have a brewery list.
Yeah.
Let's go to Jadoon's. Let's each pick out a beer from one of the breweries that's on the site. And we'll do our own beer fest leading up to it.
Love it.
Okay? That's all we got. I mean, dang it. I was super pumped about that. So we'll have to nominate. We nominate Jack. Maybe we'll send somebody else as a Charleston Uncorked official liaison to report back.
Well, we are also going to do some bebopping. We need to do a bebop episode where we go to these other breweries. I mean, we did one with Holy City, but we have a lot of really good breweries in town, and I think they're very noteworthy as well. OJ, I just can't get rid of him. He's not smart enough to use the doggy door. I love him, but he's just, give me a break, OJ.
It's adding to the lore from the last episode where he's like, Nicole.
He's looking for him. He's looking. I mean, it doesn't matter where I am in this house. I try to hide from him, and he shows up.
I love it.
I tried to take him outside, and he's like, "Nah, the dogs are out there with Dalton. I'm good."
All right. So, well, so you just broke my heart, reminding me that we're going to be in Philly with our families. No beer fest, but we'll take it upon ourselves to throw our own little beer fest leading up to it. All right. Anything else you got for the crew?
Well, yeah.
What's popping on your end?
I got a couple things. You talked about the Charleston Beer Fest, but we didn't talk about the Riverfront Music Festival, which is October 10th and October 11th. So that's coming up. That's a huge event out at, that reminds me again. So Cosgrove, the city of North Charleston, just this week opened up. By the time this episode comes out, I realize it will be later than this week, but they just opened up. There's a bridge connecting Cosgrove over to the old Navy base, which also gives you access to this riverfront park where they're having that music festival. It's a huge festival. If you have a boat,
It literally sounds like he's yelling, "Help!"
He's like, "Please pet me. I swear to God."
OJ, just go get him. Just bring him into the podcast.
You don't. All right.
Hold on. Help! There he is. What's up, OJ?
Say hello. That's OJ.
Why does that make me laugh so hard? He sounds like a little baby human.
I swear. Having kids, dogs, and a cat.
Oh, God.
That is so I cut out the other one from the other video, some of it, but
that's staying in because that is hilarious.
Might keep that one.
All right, so I'm looking at the lineup. Yeah, looks fun. Let's see. Okay. All right. Obviously, Darius doing his thing. Here's a couple standouts for me. I know you got a couple. We got Red Clay Strays. They've certainly taken off. Dude, Bill Murray and his Blood Brothers. That'll just be hilarious. I think they just do covers, if I'm
What
not
a
mistaken.
great band name.
Yeah. Dude, this guy Cassius Culpepper is fantastic. Have you seen him? I found him on Instagram. He is amazing songwriter, good voice. That's going to be exciting. Speaking of Artie on top of the resident foodie, Artie's also our resident music junkie. And we reference Artie a lot just because he's one of our best buds growing up. But his grandfather was a massive player in the country music scene. I remember they did a story about his grandpa in the Post and Courier when he passed away because he had all the ties to the country legends. But Artie said, I haven't seen him yet, but Daniel Donato's Cosmic Country apparently is catch it now or forever hold your peace because he's blowing up quick. What are your standouts?
I like Lucas Nelson is a fucking huge one for me. Willie Nelson's son.
Yeah, handsome bastard.
Handsome bastard. He's super talented.
Yeah.
I've been following him for quite a while. Whiskey Myers, obviously the Red Clay Strays, they're awesome. But yeah, just probably Lucas Nelson is. Darius Rucker is always like he's the big ticket guy. Everybody wants to see him, but Lucas is high up there on my list. Already seen him once, puts on a hell of a show, and a lot of the collabs that he's been doing lately have been with other people. Speaking of the other collab that he did a collab with Sierra Farrell. That's how you say her last name, by the way.
Thank you. Okay.
We fixed it. So,
okay.
Got a winner.
Segue. Good segue.
By the time this comes out, we'll probably already be there. Tony and I will be at the other show across the way. We're going to Charlie Crockett and Leon Bridges. Excited about that one.
Yeah, I'm a $10 cowboy.
That's right.
Who is it?
So it's at Ethan Mitchell, 5986. So way to go, Ethan.
Ethan Mitchell, 5986. There we go, buddy.
Congratulations. We got you.
To see Sierra Farrell.
Yes. So reach out to either Scott or Tony. Scott at charlestonuncorked.com or Tony at charlestonuncorked.com, and we'll get you your tickets.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to reach out to you in a comment, and hopefully that's your Gmail as well. Not sure how that all works.
Find you. We will find you.
We will find you. If not, find us, or you don't go.
Sorry. Yeah. And you missed your chance. Now,
congratulations, by the way.
Is Ethan, could you tell, does he have a date?
His comment, so he made a comment that says, me and my girlfriend love her.
All right. Well, there you go. Well, there goes your shot at taking Sierra to the Dollar Bill bar. But
yep,
maybe y'all can go as friends.
If you can go, if not, let us know ASAP so we can find another lucky winner. And if so, we'll shout you guys out, whoever wins. But congratulations, Ethan.
Nicely done. And thanks, everybody, for doing that. Really appreciate it. It's kind of fun having that right out of the gate. So, Scott, appreciate you doing that for the crew.
Yes, of course. And shout out to Jake Goldberg, who hooked us up with the other ticket. I got to give him another shout out. Looking forward. He will actually also be joining us. Him and his beautiful wife are coming with us to see Leon.
There you go.
So, yeah, also huge thank you to everybody that's been so supportive, this far. We've got some friends that have reached out to us and given us some constructive criticism on my side, as well as, kudos. But, bear with us. We're still working on it. We'll get there. But thanks to everybody who's sharing our stuff, it doesn't go unseen. We appreciate it, and we're gonna keep trying to, do more episodes. And if you guys have anybody that you think we might need to uncork, let us know in the comments. Reach out. Send us an email. Yep. However you want to get, send us a chat on Facebook or Instagram, and follow us. We'll be trying to put out videos for you guys every week is the plan.
I love
Seems to be a little more challenging than we thought, but
yeah, that's
we're doing it. We're doing it.
What's our next episode that's dropping? Do you know?
The next podcast episode will probably be this one, and then Garrett Brown fishing episode, and then in the meantime, we'll also be putting out a private tour of Holy City Brewing. So back when we did episode 1 with Jack Pitts, we did a full private tour from the interior, exterior to the brew room, the canning line, all of that. So keep an eye out for that. Just pushed out the Jadoon full episode with Oace, and then the Jadoon private tour again. It's a full tour with Oace, who walks us around the shop and points out all of his new stuff that he's pushing out. Really doing a great job over there, so check them out. Over there.
We'll be visiting Jadoon often, I think, just for a lot of content. And the speakeasy's opening up soon as well, right?
The word on the street is they should be opening it up this month at some point, doing a soft close, and then
now
maybe
you just got to figure it out
next month.
You just got to figure it out. Yep. From that, after that bum's the word. You got to figure it out from there. Okay, cool. I
remember the secret knock now, guys. If you don't know, if you're not a follower, you're not going to know the secret knock.
All right, and it's Red October's on the way. Okay, so get on that Garrett Brown episode if you want to be fishing. Heads up for everybody. We do have the Fall Classic coming up. We're not going to fish it, Scott, because we're just a little too busy. But if you're wanting to get the kingfish, move in closer right around now in the fall. So for the smaller boats out there, the single engines, now you get some near shore reefs, channel fish. Maybe we should fish it. As I'm talking, I'm like, shit.
Well, no, I think we need to get with Garrett and actually take him up and take him out. Let's take him out.
Cool. All right. Well,
Garrett, we'll holler at you, buddy.
There you go, brother. All right, cool. Well, as always, everybody, thank you very much. My brother, thank you very much for doing all you're doing. Folks, stay tuned. Like, subscribe, do your thing. As always, keep it local, have fun, support our beloved city, and we will see you on the next one. Peace. Thank you for listening to this episode of Charleston Uncorked. The only way we are going to grow is if you tell your friends. So please like, subscribe, and share. We would be eternally grateful. Thank you again for listening to this episode of Charleston Uncorked. We hope you enjoyed.